NIO delivered 15,620 vehicles in April of 2024. This straight from the NIO website. A couple of points real briefly. The same month last year in April of 2023, NIO only delivered 6,658 vehicles. So obviously a much better number, but also here's, I think behind the scenes, there are two things at play. One of them is the market awareness, the brand awareness for NIO is improving. It's increasing. That's actually the first major growth phase that I've been talking about for a few years, but it also aligns with the new hiring, the fellows, the sales personnel that were brought on board a little over 6 months ago, roughly 6 months ago. And William Lee told us that it would probably take about 6 months for those folks to get trained up to where they could really make a difference in sales. So that's a part of it. Those two kind of factors together, I believe, are one reason that we're seeing these better numbers. The other is that the cadence for NIO is faster this year and coming out with the refresh of the new model lineup. And in fact, we're going to jump back here quickly. I want to show you something. For those who don't know or were wondering, the deliveries of the ET7 in this is the 2024 version, began April 30th. So even if they had a number of these lined up and delivered, it probably didn't significantly impact the number, meaning we could see bigger and better numbers moving forward for NIO, even with the premium brand, even as the sub brands are about to come out. And let's not forget that NIO is the early mover in the sub brand or the lower priced market in the pure battery electric vehicle market across China as the first company that will be coming out with battery swappable vehicles. So they do have partners lined up in the next few years to come out with those, but NIO will actually have theirs to market first. And that's something I don't know if anybody's really talking about or thinking about, which is why I wanted to mention it. Also, and I want to pull this up again. I mentioned it in the video I dropped yesterday, and this is the fails to deliver chart for NIO. This is the full stock history. The yellow represents the stock price for NIO, and you see how much higher it was in this time frame. There was about a 7-month period where NIO ran from $3 to $54, and during that time frame, we saw fails to deliver, the white lines, drop off significantly. And we've seen them pick up again, and it seems to correlate with the stock price for NIO coming down, being kept down, being held down. And look at this. We've got a recent spike of 5 million on a single day that this data was reported. There were 5 million, could have been fake shares used to suppress or push stock price. Now, if we see a broader market, something crazy happen across the markets, I'll keep an eye on this, and I'll be very curious if shorts end up getting caught and squeezed or not. But this is just stuff, and I'll talk a little bit more in depth in a future video on this. I just wanted to get this delivery video up and out. So have a great day. Thanks for stopping by. Come back and see me again